bringing less money than you, or because you have a better career than him. If y'all both bringing in, y'all both bringing in. Because you keep forgetting what goes up must come down. Same way he was down one time at one point, and now he's up. Guess what? It could happen to you, and you should be blessed if it never happens to you. That you could still have a man, right, where y'all could both put in. Y'all both put in. Like my baby pop sits here, he pays the bills, I put the food on the table. You see where I'm coming from? Or he'll put the food on the table, he pays the bills, or he'll do both. Don't do this. I want you to go handle this. Go do what you gotta do and get the kids what you gotta get them. I got the food, I got the bills, like boom. But so happens that lately I've been the one that's down. See, 100 means y'all both there for each other through good, through thick and thin, through your ups and through your downs. You don't just walk away because he's down and he can't make some money down. You don't just cheat on him because he can't go to work and he's down. Like, would you want him to do it to you? The script for flip? Like, I got into a whole accident. Shout out to my fiance. He's been helping me do everything. So it's kind of like, yo, shout out to them old heads that really have taught us a lot, yo. Like, I'm not with that, yo, oh, because I'm a woman, I should get away with this. It's not like that. So because he's a man, he should get away with it? I mean, I'm only asking on the behalf of my sons for when they get older, right? Because he's a man, he should get away with it? Oh, when the scripts are flipped, people don't like it.
The woman, these types seem to be singularly without strong men in their lives, and it is not pleasant, and they seem to take this white feminista position that it's good to down masculinity. Now, where were you today? And I remarked to you while you were hiking out there how you're safe now because it's men that subdued that wilderness. So there are no large predators lurking around looking at you as a delicious lunch, dinner, or midnight snack. See, that's still the world. And what you were walking through can be very easily restored with the lapse of a few years of maintenance.
That's a fact, Angel. Like, it feels good when a man treats you like a queen and he tells you you deserve it, you've earned it. Why shouldn't I treat you like this? I learned the first time. You know how many females used to tell me like, "Oh, he's up to something. He's doing this. Oh, he's buying you flowers, or he's doing this." When I was younger, with my first relationship with the father, of my kids that's deceased, never again would I let anybody get in my head like that. Because trust me, I was young, stupid, and ignorant, and I thought they, oh, she's a woman. She know what she's talking about. She's giving me the no, no, no. It's not always like that. I'm listen. I'm happy to say to this day I haven't been cheated on. The men that I've been with haven't put their hands on me or abused me. If anything, they've been there. They wanted better for me. I wish I could have seen that in the first relationship, but I see it in the second relationship, and that's what matters. Like, why would I give them something they've never given me? Let's make it make sense. An eye for an eye, but what they giving me to give them an eye for an eye for? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping because I've seen some females like that. Oh, he ain't got enough money, so why you with him? Oh, he treats me like that. He well, okay, so he treats you good, so why cheat? Oh, this one got more money, or this one's got this. Oh, it's all for a brand. I get it. I get it. Still not me.
And most of Ohio looks like that because outside of the urban areas, it tends to be forested.
Well, let me say this, because with this whole, meeting with Black women leaders, especially in government, this last quote from Dorothy Irene Height to Shirley Chisholm. No one can argue that Black women have been the foundation of progressive and necessary change in our nation.
That's why the nation's so fucked up. They want to take credit for that. All this feminization, that crap going on down in Georgia. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's bad. And I don't know whether the woman's father is alive, but what is it?
That's
I don't
Joe
want to
Brown
talk about
going
her
in.
right now. Wait till we
I
get to
won't,
the
but
conversation. No,
see,
we'll talk about her when we get
I'm
to
not going to. I'm just saying, it's a mistake to be a hater of the opposite sex. If you're a man hater, you're a fool. If you're a woman hater, you're a fool.
Facts.
And too many black women allow themselves to be showcased as front people for white feminists who have a problem because they hate the fact that they are not their men. And they've recruited some silly black women to be behind it. Now, if you have what it takes to lead, great. But
Facts.
you are not really seriously saying that black men who are able need to step aside just so you can get your turn. That's not how you get to be a leader, because that wilderness is unforgiving. You got to go home. But what if
Yo, growing up, listen, man, I've always seen this side of Judge Joe Brown. Growing up, what made yo listen, man? This is what I loved about Judge Joe Brown. He was his own man. He would stand up for anything, and he would speak his mind, and he would tell you "fuck you" to your face, yo. You gotta love him. He's real. He's raw and uncut. Like I thought that all the way he would be on TV, it was just a character. No, man, like, yo, just Joe Brown is one of the realest out here, yo. I could tell you that he's one of the realest. Speaking to him face to face, even though it was through social media, it's kind of like, damn. And he does have the thing for the kids, like, and I'm not saying on no bad way. So what I'm saying is that as mean as you would see him, you would think that he wouldn't give a fuck about the kids. No, he would actually give you some good ass advice and tell you why some of these judges do the things they do. So I got to see a whole different side of Judge Joe Brown than the side that I saw growing up. Growing up, this man used to get arrested. I used to see him, cursing motherfuckers out in politics and shit like that. Like that's the Judge Joe Brown I saw. Stand up and fight by any means necessary.
you had to stay in it and sleep out there, and you had to cook everything uh, that you wanted to eat, not in a microwave or oven, not in an electric stove or a gas stove, but you had to hunt it, kill it, pick it, whatever you're going to do, and cook it the old time way. So, yeah, great.
Well, I want to add this too because what else she's been doing? Let me share this.
And by the way, while you're looking, I'm all in favor of women and their rights, but just like men need to be protecting womanhood and promoting manhood, the sisters need to start taking care of those children instead of thinking that they're second degree responsibilities, second to their careers.
Tell him, Judge Joe Brown. Tell him. Tell them.
That's not how it works.
A woman could take care of kids and have a career. The problem is
Sure.
you have to understand the power and the necessity and the need for a family unit.
Yeah, and when you say your children are secondary to your career, something screwed up if you're a woman. If you say your fun and games are secondary are paramount to your duty to protect and provide, then something's wrong with you too if you're a guy. So it goes both ways. And Hyena Girl here is just an international embarrassment and a joke. So that she's leading the foray, fine, especially since she spent most of her time in California once she got out of Howard, after she left Canada, where she went from kindergarten through 12th grade. She passed herself off as an Asian, not somebody black. So the Asians accept her as Asian, meaning Indians, and she's supposed to be a Hindu, Brahmin caste. She's an Indo-Aryan. That's what Aryans look like, by the way, not blonde-haired, blue-eyed. So she just neglects her people except when it's convenient, and she masquerades as colored, black, so she can do this. Her claim to fame is a great grandmother that her own father says was a Hindu. That make her 1/8. She's not even pure that, so that would make her about 1/16th, 1/32nd black if the woman was black.
Yo,
So
Judge
that's a
Joe
very
Brown is
tenuous
bold.
claim to be part of the movement. And by the way, in every one of the former Confederate states up until 1930 something, if you were no more than 1/4, 1/8, 1/16th black in Louisiana, which had the strictest standards, you could apply for official Caucasian status. And a lot of today's white folk are the grandchildren, great grandchildren, great great grandchildren of colored folk who did make that application. So
Um,
she
well,
was
Yo, Judge Joe Brown is shout out and he is bold, man. He is bold. You can't help but laugh at the jokes he makes, yo. He shut the fuck out, yo. Angel, I make my intentions early on before anything happens. Shh, yes, they will be stomping your door down. Angel. Yo, Angel, I let them down gently and explained to them in a way they understood, and I use religion card first for that. Rachel, I am classed in Asian. I know. Ria's funny as hell right now. Laughing my ass off, Riaz. I know you're a good guy and don't want to hurt people. Facts. Riaz ain't here to hurt nobody. Just Joe Brown is funny as hell.
would qualify for white status even under that.
right. I want to highlight real quick. So that when she met with the women leaders in their communities and women who are in politics, um, and then now a couple of days ago or early this month, Vice President Kamala Harris announces $125 million support to help Black small businesses.
Mm.
But that's not true. It's
Uh-huh.
not
Uh-oh.
it's not for Black small businesses
What is it for?
because that's just a headline. And I'm tired of these misleading headlines. It says President Biden and I firmly believe that for America's economy to be strong, America's small businesses must be strong. I am proud to announce that we will invest an additional $125 million in small businesses across our country through a national network of small businesses incubators and accelerators. President Biden and I are fighting to.
Yo, if y'all believe this bullshit, then y'all tripping. Y'all hallucinating. Y'all worse than listen, man. As much as people make fun of mental patients, like people with mental illness, like y'all worse than one because like y'all hallucinating right now, man. We need to give y'all some meds to calm down. Like, see what I'm saying, Carmen? Like, yo, for those of y'all that be doing that type of shit, boom, look, y'all really believe that this woman is gonna sit here and help the whole urban community? That she's gonna sit here and actually help the black woman like she says she's gonna help, or help the Hispanics, or help anybody at all? It's not her first time seeing this stuff. Y'all forgot when Obama was running, she was right behind him talking shit. When Trump was running, where was she when Biden was running? Wasn't she supposed to be protecting the borders and stuff? Where was she at? Huh? Kamala, what happened to the border? What happened to the border, Kamala?
To ensure that every entrepreneur in America, no matter who they are or where they live, can access capital to start and grow a business, create jobs, and thrive. It was something in here. Oh, here we go. So the uh, Vice President Harris announced.
That's a fact. Like, yo, man, like people with mental health issues got more sense than her. Cause it's crazy. It's fucked up. Like, I don't know. Whoever thinks that she's gonna do something for our country is wrong. Like, if anything, listen, man, y'all. For those that say that Biden has helped, if anything, Trump did better for the country than Biden has. And the reason I say that is because while Trump was in office, the HIPAA law helped me get all the proper services for my child that had autism. The HIPAA law was helping me get my brother with schizophrenia the proper services. But then when Biden came into law, he put in that HIPAA law that he did. I mean, when Biden came into office and he passed that little HIPAA law and all that shit, that right there messed everything up. Today we're in 2024. I lost my brother in 2022. I mean, 2023. I'm so sorry. When was it? 2022, 20. Damn. I think it was in 22. Shit. That's when I lost my brother. Like, it's been a minute. Like, what has he done? What has Biden done? If anything, a lot of the parents out here in Philadelphia were complaining about the same thing that I'm complaining. How was they going to help? How was they going to help a loved one that has schizophrenia or a loved one with autism? Come on, let's be real. ADHD, and my son had a combination of both autism and ADHD. So Biden in office, what has he done for us besides pass them laws that don't benefit none of us? So it's like, I mean, listen,
the Capital Readiness Program, and of 43 winning organizations, a mix of nonprofit and community based organizations, private sector entities, and institutions of higher education located across the country who will act as incubators for the BIPOC owned small businesses. That's not Black. The
listen
BIPOC,
carefully.
people of color. So I forgot what the B and the I stand for.
Yeah, see, that's misleading. That's 1984 double speak. Typical leftist thing, corrupt the language so you say one thing and you get people used to it meaning what something other than the obvious. And the other thing is,
Yep.
I think a lawsuit is merited from Black men. We're getting cut out of the equation.
Black, indigenous, and people of color. That's what it means. So people of color, that means it's not.
Yo, Judge Joe Brown really rolled his eyes. He's like, man, that's bullshit. And on some real shit, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, man.
It's not for Black small businesses. It's not specifically for Black small businesses. And we are the ones that get very little assistance from the federal and state level governments, particularly the federal government, because this is a federal program. So it's just very misleading. And I also want to play this clip. But just going back real quick, because when she was having the lunch at her home or the dinner or reception at her home with all these Black women, what about the Black men in the community?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's doing the drive-bys? And the way it works out is, look, only 28% of each year's high school graduates are male. That's been the truth. That's all races and ethnicities. That's been there since
Blessings, blessings, Miss Aurelia Barbosa. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate you.
2000, for the last 20 some years. And it's even worse for Black folk. Out of Black folk that graduate, Black men are only 26% of the high school graduates every year. When it comes to undergrads, all ethnicities, only 32% of the undergrads in America are male. For Black folk, it's only 28% of Black folk that are in college are male. For grad students, it's only 36% of the grad students, all ethnicities are male. And for Black folk, it's only 29% of the Black students who are graduate students. And for the workforce, only 44% of the American workforce, all ethnicities combined, is male. And when it comes to Black folk, when you're talking about the Black workforce, we are just at 40%, really 39+% of the Black workforce being male. And then the other thing is that old saw about women get paid less for the same job. Now you can see it in all of the settlements they've got coming out of Silicon Valley. It's the exact opposite now, even for white men, 35 and under, females are getting.
Wait, he lost me. What in the world is Silicon Valley? I mean, if anybody knows what Silicon Valley is, let us surely know. I'm gonna do my research later because I want to get through the videos. Like this is
Getting
crazy.
paid more for the same jobs than men are for the same jobs. So it's the script's flipped. So, okay, you've equalized things. Now you need to balance the pendulum before you get these guys who got rid of the lions and grizzly bears and wolves out there in that wilderness backlashing on somebody, and that won't be pleasant.
Well, it says here, right, because you have her entertaining the black women that is part of the Democratic Party that's in office. And now and the black women voters, but we have the DNC chair, Jamie Harrison, says Latino and black men won't be taken for granted in the 2024.
The damn lie.
Yep, that's Biden said the same shit, and everybody believed Biden. That's why. Look, listen, man. Y'all believe that shit if y'all want to. They not for us.
Democrats are ahead of where they were in 2020 with early Latino engagement and argue it will benefit Joe Biden's re-election.
The damn lie right here in Shelby County. I watched the female-dominated young Democrats and their sexist nonsense.
Oh shit.
It is straight out of a textbook as discrimination based on sex. Just straight out of it.
Mhm.
So it is absurd. But hey, they'll pay back because those black men and the white men too, and the red men and the yellow men and the brown
Dead. He's naming the rainbow.
men and saying, you know, this ain't cool.
I'm dead. Judge Joe Brown put us all in a damn rainbow. He gave us color. Shout out to Judge Joe Brown and the real Dana for speaking on this. Like I said, I mean a lot of people is not for Kamala. A lot of people are, but I feel as though that a lot of the women that are with the feminism and all that stuff are going to be for Kamala. Like I see so many mixed emotions when it comes to Kamala. Whew. It's like I would have never thought that you know there would be anybody coming at Taraji P. Henson because of Kamala, but it seems Taraji P. Henson is with Kamala along with Cardi B and stuff like that. So I didn't know that Taraji